Welcome to Zen in the Art of Movies. This is number 3 for today. I'm using my extra hour. So what we want to look at now is thinking with pictures. Thinking with pictures. And the art of movie is just learning how to think with pictures and not words and not thoughts and not linear thinking, like words going across the page. Pictures grab everything at once. So when you think in pictures, you are grabbing the whole situation at once in a picture, rather than thinking it out in words, which is in time, linear. If you're going to read a page of words, which is thought, it takes time. You got to go like ants watching across the screen, from left to right. Thinking in pictures sees the whole page at once. Boom. A few geniuses report that they do this. They see the whole page at once. They don't have to look at every word. But most of us have to look at every word. And I have to do it very slowly because when I read, this eye here doesn't focus with the other. So I have to read with one eye, and it's like reading a page with a little pen light. It's the two eyes that allow us to grab the whole scene in 3D, you see. So thinking with pictures basically is the age we're in now. We're in the age of images and not in the print age anymore. I've grown in the print age. If you go back through the old newspapers, you go back to the newspapers around the turn of the century, they were all print. Just a huge page. We can't tolerate that now. We can't read a whole page of print. Nobody can read Dickens anymore. You can't read a whole book like that, all that print. No, we want pictures. And if you look back over the print age and its demise, gradually in media, what was all print finally began to be punctuated by pictures. And now it's almost all pictures with a little print, you see. So consciousness is changing. Marshall McLuhan pointed this out in his book, The Gutenberg Galaxy, which he outlined the print age that began with the invention of the printing press. That changed the European mind. It created capitalism and Protestantism and the end of the Catholic Church. Print, capitalism, Protestantism, the age of the individual, the science, all was part of the print age. And we've been living in the print age since the 1700s. But now it's coming to an end. We're in the digital age, or the image age, and everything is and it's even more so now. We're on TikTok. This is video. So we do videos now. The younger generation growing up on TikTok are video creators. They're not writers, they're video creators. And now we got AI, and we can mix video up magically. We can make video do anything. If you can imagine it, you can do it, you see. So the image has been liberated from the rigidity of print. And this is a change in consciousness, and we're not aware of it because we're swimming in it. The fish is not aware of the shape of the fishbowl. We're not aware of the shape of our culture because we're swimming in it. When you're swimming in a pond, you're not aware of the pond. You have to get outside of the pond to see the pond. But when you're swimming in it, you are the pond. There is no outside of the pond. That's why a child, when something bad happens, the child believes, the adolescent believes, this is forever. If you're in a particular mood, you think, this is forever. I'll be like this forever. And we still think that way. You're in a bad mood, you think, this is forever. I'll never get out of it. Anyway, maybe I digress a little bit. But what we're looking at here is a shift in the way we know reality from print, thinking, logic, grammar, correctness, marching in unison. You see, we look at an army that all marches in unison. That's the same as print. In print, all the words march in unison. In rows, you see. In logical rows. And you get to the end by following the rows. Doodaloo, 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 doodaloo. And hopefully you get to the end. But there's always another page. You never get to the end of print, you see. There's always another page. But image thinking, picture thinking, is final with each picture is complete. So when I talk about the art of movies, I'm talking about a different way of thinking. Metaphorical thinking, for instance. When you imbibe or become the movie, there is a moment in the movie where you're no longer piecing the scenes together, but there is a gestalt moment where you see the whole movie in one gestalt. And these are moments of wonder. Of course, movies try to evoke that wonder, like Avatar evokes wonder. The flying mountains. Oh, or violence, action. The war, the action, you see. Evokes this wonder. And movies evoke wonder through beauty, like Avatar, or violence, like everybody dying, suddenly terror. So the movie evokes wonder through images of terror or wonder, joy, you see. But they're not described. You see, in a book, you have to read that. In a movie, you see it. Fresh. Totally, you see. So this is changing the way we see the world. And it's causing a great deal of confusion and anxiety because we're still half in print and half in the image world. We haven't made the complete transition yet. So we don't know what's real, whether what we read is real or what we see is real. There is a disconnect between reading, thinking, what we're told, and what we actually see. So like with Trump, we're told he's doing one thing. He says, I'm doing one thing, but we see he's doing the opposite. This is a disconnect between thinking and seeing. This is a disconnect between the print age and the image age. This is a disconnect between being told what is real and seeing what is real. So we're kind of like caught in that gap between seeing what's real and being told what's real, print and image, you see. So the Zen of movies is seeing the movie not by what the critics tell you the movie is about, not what you think the movie is about, not what your judgment says the movie is about, not what you compare the movies is, compared with other movies or whatever, but seeing the totality all at once. Like Jaws ended, or didn't end, but with the guy on the boat sitting up saying, we're going to need a bigger boat. So you need a bigger boat to understand Jaws. It's not just a big shark. We need a bigger boat, a bigger understanding. Thanks for dropping in. Hope you understood this.